He experienced a lot of pain in the crucifixion. But what's more important, and what I will try to bring to light according to the Holy Quran, is what was the greater, deeper meaning in it. As Muslims, it is fundamental to believe in the truthfulness of Jesus as a prophet of God and the message he brought. So Islam is actually the only religion, aside from Christianity, who accepts Jesus. I will bring to light the teachings of the Holy Quran as it pertains to the crucifixion now. There are two popular beliefs in the world existing today when it comes to the crucifixion of Jesus. One in the predominant Christian world and the other in the predominant Muslim world. The Christians believe that Jesus was crucified and died on the cross and then rose from the dead and ascended bodily in the heavens and still there as we speak, awaiting his bodily descent onto this very earth. The Muslims believe that Jesus was not crucified at all. Instead, someone who looked like him was crucified. This someone looked so much like him that everyone was deceived. Jesus was ascended bodily in the heavens before the crucifixion and still there as we speak, waiting his bodily descent to this very earth. These are two different beliefs, one in which Jesus is crucified and the other in which he is not. However, what's interesting to note is that both result in the same outcome. That is, Jesus is in the heavens, wherever they may be, and will bodily descend down to this very earth. Now I present the teachings of the Holy Quran in relation to this incident, that is the crucifixion. Firstly, I will be talking about the crucifixion of Jesus. Second, I will be talking about his ascension to the heavens. And lastly, I will be talking about his death. Taking the crucifixion of Jesus, it is established by everyone that the opponents of Jesus, peace be upon him, wanted to crucify him. This intent is without a doubt. The Muslims and Christians alike agree on this point, that his opponents wanted to crucify him. This was their plan. Even the Holy Quran bears testimony to this when the Holy Quran says, and Jesus' enemies planned, and Allah also planned, and Allah is the best of planners. This is from Surah Al-Imran, verse 55. In this verse, Allah is categorically saying that enemies of Jesus had a plan, but so did he, and his plan was the best and was the one which was fulfilled, not the plan of his enemies. So we've established that the opponents of Jesus wanted to crucify him and kill him. So what does the Holy Quran say about it? Addressing the enemies of Jesus, Allah says in the Holy Quran, in chapter 2, verse 73, and I quote, and remember the time when you killed a person and differed among yourselves about it, and Allah will bring to light what you are hiding. What's very interesting about this verse is that this verse claims that to the opponents of Jesus that they killed a person, that person being Jesus, and differed about his death, which means that they were not sure about his death. Now, if a person is dead, there should not be any confusion about it. Either he's dead or alive. But here Allah is saying that there was some difference in thought. So some of them believe that he was dead, while others not. Moreover, the Arabic word used in this verse is qataltu. What that means is to claim or to attempt to kill. What is more important in this very verse is that Allah Himself is making a claim that He will bring this issue to light. If you can go forward on the slide, please. That's good. So as you can see on the slide there, this is the verse I quoted, and it clearly shows that in the end of this verse, Allah is saying that it is His duty to bring what they were hiding, that is, whether Jesus died or not. So does Allah do that? Indeed, He does. In the Holy Quran, Allah says, and Jesus' enemies planned, and Allah also planned. And Allah is the best of planners. Then addressing, Allah says again, remember the time when Allah said, O Jesus, I will cause thee to die a natural death, and will raise thee to myself, and will clear thee of any charges of those who disbelieve, until the day of resurrection. Then to me shall be your return, and I will judge between you concerning that wherein you differ. This verse states again that the plan of Jesus' enemies was indeed frustrated. Allah's plan was best, as He's the best of the planners. And then this verse goes on to say that Allah will cause Jesus to die a natural death, a testimony to Him being saved on the cross from a death that is not inflicted on Him, a natural death. This verse also explains that why Allah would save Jesus. That is because the enemies wanted to kill Him. He would save Him, thus relieving Him of any false charges that the enemies made to attempt to kill Him. The Arabic word used to signify death in this verse is mutawaffika, which is derived from the word tawaffa. When God is subject and human is the object, tawaffa has no other meaning than God taking away the soul and not the body. The reason I mention this is that some Muslim scholars translate and interpret this verse to say that Allah will take the physical body of Jesus, while in the Holy Quran it is used as taking away the soul. The word tawaffa is used about 25 times in the Holy Quran, and in 23 times it is meant to take away the soul permanently, thus causing death. In 2 instances, it means taking the soul away when in sleep, only to return upon waking up, according to the will of Allah. So as we can see, all instances, whether